acomodarnos en el sillón estamos.
No, que me caí, tuve un accidente, ayer me caí, tengo la rodilla mal, estoy en reposo.
No, de ella. Tuvo un incidente acá cerquita de casa y bueno, se golpeó la rodilla y tiene que hacer reposo por unos días.
Sí. Sí,
Sí, sí,
no me queda otra.
no queda otra que disfrutar el día lindo desde los vídeos, viéndolo. Pero bueno, bien.
Good morning, Trina. Good morning, Venerable Kelsang. Hello, Eileen. Hi, Meredith. Good morning. Hello, Rainey.
Hola, Dolma.
Hola, Carolina. Hola, Jessica.
Hola. Hola.
Ahí estamos todos. Esta tenía que lavar también. ¿No?
Dale.
Good morning.
Por favor. Bueno, se escucha el conocido de Felipe.
Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Giovanna.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen, Alexandra.
Guten Morgen.
Good morning, Kevin. Hello, Laura.
Good evening from Thailand.
Good morning, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning, Donna.
Hello, Venerable Chuying. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Donna.
Hola, Fernanda.
Oh,
Geshe Gelik is here. Good morning, Geshe. You don't have audio, it looks like. We can't hear you. Geshe, we can't hear you. I don't know if we'll need to have you come back in.
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Geshe. Did you turn on audio? Look down in the lower left side of your, there we go.
There you are.
Good morning, Venerable Hamo. Good morning, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. Good morning, Venerable Kelsang. Good morning, Venerable Chuki. Good morning, Venerable Chuying. Chukila, how you feel today?
Thank you for asking, Geshe. I'm doing okay, thanks.
Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Julie Lewis. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, Ryden. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Jill. Good morning, Rainy. Good morning or good evening.
Good evening here.
Good morning, Tomasi. Trustee Delek, Alex, Sandra. Good morning, Meredith. Good morning, Kevin.
Good evening, Geshe.
Good morning, Carolina, both of you. Good morning, Katina. Good morning, Govina. Good morning,
Good morning,
Willem.
Geshe.
Good morning, Karen. Good morning, children. Good to see you. How are you feeling, children? Oh, yeah. Good morning, Marcelo, Fernanda. Good morning, Aini Doyle. Good morning, Dr. Watkin. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Sandy. Anybody watching on YouTube? Good morning. Yeah, thank you, children, for helping translating people back in Patagonia. We will say, begin the prayer. And also, yeah, so Lord Hamula will lead the prayer.
So let's start by saying Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Te ata mune mune.
The Lamu de Koyam, no, Lamu cannot hear.
Oh.
Anything could not hear.
Te ata mune mune maha mune so.
Wait a minute.
Can't hear? I'm not on mute.
I can hear you fine.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can people hear? Oh, maybe
Yes,
I'm the only one not hearing, so not have karma to hear Lamula's prayer, so that's okay. So if everybody hears, that's good. Let's go. So when we do the Lamula, before you do medicine Buddha mantra, please think about, our youngest member, Orion, who passed away from a week ago, and all the family, family members. And also some other center members there, like family also going through tough time. And some of them already passed away, a number of them. So please send this families, some of relatives have having tough time. And some of them already passed away, some of them think about them. And together with all the people who lost their loved one, close one, way too soon, and think about all of them who are going through huge, like sadness or grief. So, and think about all of them. So then we say prayer, okay? Medicine Buddha mantra. If it's possible, then you can visualize Medicine Buddha form of light on their crown while we recite the mantra, nectar continues to flow. Then if the complications related to the physical body completely purified, then of course mind, complications related to the mind completely purify, then body become like life, or body, which in the text it says body, basically means, life. Your life become crystal, like clear, clean, like crystal clear. It's been mentioned in the Medicine Buddha teaching and many other teachings. So then the rest of the prayer also, dedicated for our youngest member, right? So then continuously we'll say prayer for him next 49 days, and me and Gisha Sambo, we are doing that here at the home. So lighting a candle on behalf of Orient here on my altar every day. So then next 49 days we say the prayer, okay? And of course think about your health too. Yeah, alhamdulillah. So as I said, I have today no have karma to hear alhamdulillah prayers, but most of you do, so rejoice.
Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons.
You can hear, right? When I talk, you can hear? Okay.
Yes, Geshe-la.
I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis light. Teata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, amugate soha. Teata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, raja samugate soha. Teata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Teata Bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Teata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Teata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Teata om bekanze, bekanze, maha bekanze, bekanze, raja samugate soha. Now the four measurables. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. Sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Now the verse and praise and mantra for Buddha Chenrezig, Buddha Great Compassion. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, beside a perfect Buddha, crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, to you Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Now the person prays a mantra for our Mother Tara. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tu Tare liberates from all fears. Tu Tare liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Okay, now let's see. Maybe the refuge and bodhicitta prayer.
Geshe-la, can you hear?
Finish the prayer.
Yes, please.
Someone, did you finish the prayer?
All but the refuge and bodhicitta prayer.
Can you hear?
Yes.
Sanje Chadang Sanje Chanang La Janjo Mano Dane Janjo Nage Chushi Jibe Sandang Dola Penje Sanje Sanje Chadang Soje Chadang La Janjo Mano Dane Janjo Dage Chushi Jibe Sandam Jayan Dola Penje Sanje Dola Sanje Chadang Soje Chadang Janjo Mano Dane Janjo Dage Chushi Jibe Sandam Jayan Dola Penje Sanje Sata Alame Mina Mina Rada Lame Mina Miyamji Omba Nama Jajin Lazo Chushi Chamba 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 Nama Sanje Soba Rado Chushi Deve Dida Shija Tampe Chuni Chine Deve Namo Ala Yege Dalu Nandi Jinge Ya Tiponda Nami Yege Nanda Kunja Nanda Jida Tamje Kedo Dage Chuten To Kange Tuze Nyeso Ne Dawa Tamje Bombeja Tampe Chune Dede Bango Tamdela Chantse
Geshe-la, can you hear me?
Some Domasi, any question there?
No, I have no questions.
Karijin, I could not hear.
Can you hear me?
I could not hear. So something wrong. I'm not sure.
Is your computer muted?
I will rejoin. I couldn't hear. If somebody's asking a question, I couldn't hear.
The volume on his speakers may be off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can text him or maybe Geshe Sangpo.
Yeah, Geshe Sangpo's not home.
You can hear, right? You can hear.
Yes, can you hear us, Geshe-la?
Okay, so what I want to say today, when you know, like when things happen, then we have tendency to say, and you know, like we could have, would have, should have, you know, done differently. You know, there's like, it's not. It's not, how you say, that unusual, that, you know, like that's like part of the life that people, yeah, would like, they have tendency to believe that something that they probably did wrong. And they're like, so it's not that somebody you are doing wrong or somebody else is doing wrong. No, karma is complicated. You remember I said this many times. The karma is complicated. Each consciousness functioning based on his or her karma. Two different types of karma. Karma that throws, you know, throwing karma. I'm not sure now, probably there's better translations, but I couldn't hear now. So then karma that kind of like one that throws, the one that produces circumstance, conditions, facilities, you know, food, house, environment, you know, where you're going to be born, many things, you know, that's called completion karma, something like that. Throwing karma can be positive, but the completion karma can be negative. Then probably you may end up, you know, born in different realms. So anyway, karma is complex. So so then lifespan, that there's no lifespan is part of the result of the karma, throwing karma, called Namik Debu. Last Wednesday I did talk about that a little bit, called ripening result or ripening fruit. That's called Namik Debu. I think it helps you to having knowledge about, you know, so they're like, everybody, including myself, all of you probably like to fix things, or maybe you hope like the result will be different, you know. So we have many tendency to blame ourselves, or maybe think, oh, would have, should have, could have, you know. Even though would have, should have, oh, you've done that, you know. So maybe no, maybe that ripening karma, lifespan is part of the ripening karma. But we don't know. I'm not just saying this 100%, but I'm just generally talking about karma. So that lifespan, it varies based on the throwing karma, it varies. You know, so you can assume that person will live long time if you would have, could have, should have done differently. No guarantee. There's no guarantee. You know, so maybe that's not all the lifespan that person have. You did all your best. Maybe there's the lifespan that person have. So, you know, hard to say. Yeah, lifespan in our part of the human realm is not certain. People live 100, maybe something more than 100. Certain other realms, their lifespan is fixed. Then probably you can blame yourself. Oh, how come that everybody lives 250 years? So now you can blame. Maybe now there's something went wrong. In our human northern, it's called in the technically it's called northern world. For example, in northern world, north N-O-R-T, northern world. In that human, lifespan is not definite. Other human, they live 250 years, everybody, 500 years, everybody, 1,000 years, everybody. When it's come for here, lifespan is not certain, it varies. So, good to know, to have some understanding knowledge. So then when you think about the general complication of samsara as a whole, there are 6 of them mentioned in Lamrim teaching very clearly. Just being aware of that general complication of samsara is not just your problem. It is samsaric. It's not just your complication. It's like samsaric complications. So first one is uncertainty. Never. Uncertainty. Does that ring any bell? Uncertainty. Why you think about that? Why you think about the general complication of samsara, then particular complication of 3 lower realm, 3 upper realm? Why you think about that? Because we are seeking complete freedom. And we have to understand freedom from what? We have to understand why you're seeking freedom. But there's something is not right. You know, when you find out something is not right, then you fix. Or the life is not, maybe this blob is kind of like burnout. You check. The blood blob is burnout, then you put new one, then it lights up. Same thing. Why like reflect? Why do like has a review meditation, analytical meditation, transcendental samsara? Because we are seeking complete freedom. We have to understand freedom from what. So having a general knowledge about general knowledge about the general complication of samsara is not just your complication. It's complication of samsara. Is first one is uncertainty. Lifespan, uncertainty. Anything, everything, uncertainty. Relationship, friendship, job, positions. That's not need to be aware. When it happened, and you know, it's like that you need to get out of samsara. That's the only way you can free. You need to get out of samsara. As long as you remain in samsara, that's what happened. Things happen, happen unexpectedly. Things happen. Then at least you're aware. You're aware. Does that mean we should not feel sad? Of course not. We are human, we do feel sad. There's nothing wrong, so that's the good thing. But, feeling guilt, there's lack of understanding of karma, then people do feel guilt, then blame on themselves, they would have, should have, could have. Yeah, of course, everybody wants to fix everything, but in reality, you can't fix everything because there's reason. So then the second complication is like dissatisfactions, very obvious. General complication of samsara. The first one is uncertainty, second one is dissatisfactions. And somehow you remind yourself, every day you remind yourself through review meditations, you remind yourself. So if you are not really happy being part of samsara, what you can do, liberate. That's the only way, liberate, Or otherwise expect this thing will happen. That you are not going to be satisfied all the time. Dissatisfaction is part of the samsaric complications. You shouldn't wonder why I'm not satisfied. Oh, you should think more about the samsara. That's why it's happening. it's not like just your problem. It's like general complication as a samsara as a whole. Then losing this body again and again, taking rebirth again and again. Number 3, changing the body. Number 4, taking rebirth again and again. That's number 4. Sometimes, emotionally, position-wise, become so high, then will fall down. Mentally so high, then fall down. Like torment, like go up, then come down, like that. Oi. I'm not sure. Somebody's ringing the bell, maybe trying to sell me liberation. Maybe trying to sell me liberation. I'm not sure. So 1 second. So they're just standing there. 1 second. If they bring liberation, I will distribute it here. Hello, Cindy.
I'm trying to help you.
Sorry.
No, I think either the volume is down or.
So I'm offering you Kadamba Center happiness. Cindy came here.
So I don't know if your volume is down. Can you hear now?
So this is the teaching. Sorry, that's the teaching that I've been listening.
Check 1, 2. Sandy, you hear us? Sandy?
Can you hear us
Can
now?
you hear? They can hear, but I couldn't hear
But
them.
you can't hear them.
Can you say something?
Check 1, 2. Check. Hello.
Donna?
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Okay. Let me do something.
talking about complication. This is complications, uncertainty. The many weeks it's been working, so all of a sudden it's not working.
Geshe-la, can you hear me? Geshe-la?
Like there's like extra complications, technology complications. It's not a part of the samsara complication. It's the extra one, extra. Not every samsara is being experienced this. This is extra one. This is the extra thing. This is the extra complication caused by development all for the convenient reason. Maybe since I'll go on.
Do you have password?
Huh?
Your password for this home?
Password for this home?
Yes.
Sangbo. Can you hear? Yeah, you can hear. Okay, I will go on. So it's okay. So it's for me a little bit strange because I couldn't hear you, but it's okay. So I have faith in you. You say you're here, so I'll go with that. Okay. So yeah, tome. So then like tome means up, high, me means down. So we all experience that. Sometimes physically. Yeah, become so successful, then something went wrong, then go down like that. So then loneliness. Then no, sorry, not loneliness. That then like last one is like this very body that we have. It is also complications. It's also another complications because of this body. Then a lot of complicated things happen. So that's the benefit. So it will help you to prevent blaming yourself. So otherwise it's very hard. And I very much sympathize with Roydon's family. Way too soon that young boy. It's like, but as I said, we have tendency, if we are not careful, we have tendency to blame ourselves. So need to look at from the common point of view. Now the best things to focus on next journey, what you can contribute for that. The best way to contribute for that next journey. So smooth journey, next journey, you can't judge based on what happened. Whatever has happened, it happened due to causal conditions. You may look at that from the negative point of view, but that's the last thing you need to do. Last thing that you need to focus. We need to focus. So also I also told the same thing. Sandy, when Sandy came here, she lost 2 of her arms. So then I myself try all the time, to focus on now what you can contribute for next journey. Say prayer, so prayer and dedicate. So then, while you're doing prayer, remember and dedicate part of your practice for that cause. That's the best thing to do. So, yeah.
We're going to switch your computers and see if we can do that. Turn yours off.
Okay, maybe maybe my computer is about to enter into Partha realm.
Let's see if we can do this. Hello, everybody.
Can you hear?
Can we hear you, Donna?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, very good. So now scientific,
I'm so sorry, my computer's so dirty.
the unique samsaric complications. What now, Sandy, like how you make it big? Over there.
Enter full screen.
Oh, now that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
now,
better.
now.
Twice.
Huh? Twice.
So you want to show they're good?
Yeah, I'll show everybody.
You don't want to see yourself. That's what you're saying.
You see more people? Oh, yeah.
Better?
Oh, better, much better.
You want to see everybody and not do that way.
It's okay. I can also see myself too. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Very good. So then I'm not sure. Like, what's happening here? Okay, it looks like a lot of complication today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the last one. Cindy, you're welcome to stay here. Could have some water or something.
I will take care of myself.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. So that, so need to focus on and do the positive things, physically, mentally, verbally, dedicated to that consciousness to take new form, and continue whatever that want to continue, for betterment for the humanities. Okay, so now it's not easy. So I'm just here to, I think holding on is probably not. It's easy to say, but practically it's hard thing to do. But sake of your own happiness, sake of happiness of that consciousness. So it's like need to think, need to maybe eventually, need to let it go. Otherwise, Pardo possess some kind of clairvoyance, kind of their sense, it remaining member that said all the time, it's not very good for them, good for the consciousness. For sake of your own happiness, sake of the happiness for the consciousness, that's in the Pardo. So need to, need to make the journey more smooth rather than difficult. So just start to think to probably let it go, so. And you can still hold the good memories, but holding on this consciousness is probably not the best thing to do. Maybe need to let it go. Similarly, it's only a matter of time that nobody. When you look at the histories, now there's all these famous people. It's just name. It's all gone. It's part of life. Yeah, I wish, you wish, everybody wish that we know exactly when this will happen, but that's not the case, generally speaking. So we all need to be ready. When that event comes, we all need to be ready to let it go, and go make that journey easy, much as possible, easy as possible, So therefore, in Buddhism, you meditate on death and dying every single day. Doesn't mean that you think you're going to die tomorrow, but it's definite. Time is uncertainty. So therefore, meditating on that, it makes you, it helps you to make better choice, healthier choice. And it kind of makes you feel more appreciated of this life. Every moment. Then you realize every moment is precious. Then, as I mentioned last Sunday, you could gain a lot of joy doing practice. You could gain a lot of joy. So every day that you feel like fortunate, you feel precious, you feel like there's a lot of opportunities, you feel amazed. That's how you feel your heart with joy. So that joy could increase like new moon. The beginning is very small, it increases. So it will not decrease that easily, it increases, slowly. So then eventually you say life is good. Even if you are not free from samsara, but like more, it's almost like, even there like looks like kind of muddy pound all around, looks like muddy pound, but lotus grow from there. Lotus will grow. When it grow, it's free from mud. So I think there's a lot of benefit reflecting the general complication of samsara, then particular complication of 3 lower realms, the upper realms, you go through them, so then kind of like gives you some idea what is the general complication if you are not free from samsara. That is kind of expected. How you say expected? That's kind of expected. It's not shock. It doesn't become shock that you are aware this thing will happen. If you really don't like those things, what things are happening, what you can do, this is the best chance you got. You can at least start the journey for liberation. You can at least start the journey towards liberation. That's what you can do in this life. You can do it well. You can not just do, you can do it well. Then, should not think, oh, I want to do like within 3 days. That's probably not good. You should, at least I will start. I'm just happy because I'm starting the journey. I'm happy, so I already start the journey. I'm already start the journey. There's something you can do it well. I can do, everybody can do it well. Oh. So then, every day, then you feel like you're accomplishing something important, using this life as a resource, but your mind is very much engaged into Dharma practice, where your mind is very much engaged into lumbering path. While you're bicycling, walking, but your mind is very much involved in the lumbering path. So that lumbering path is the path for liberations. That means you already started the journey. So then, every day that joy, every day there's joy, joy. So the mental joy is important, it also benefits your health. Mental joy is important. So mental joy, you can only generate mental joy by thinking. Mental thinking. Lamrim, and as I know, you probably heard the word lamrim, all the lamrim. That is the best. That's the best. It's the best. Without lamrim, or you may say, or maybe a tantra practice. That's probably sounds like they call it like quick path. It sounds much better. Best. Of course, everybody wants the best. Everybody wants the best. I don't blame. But without lamrim, the best is not the best. Lamrim, because no clue. Yeah, so without lamrim, then I said without lamrim, then like how you are going to generate yourself as a deity? How? If you have no idea about lamrim, how you are going to do that? It's not going to happen. Like there's complications. No complication. So lamrim, lam path, rim stages. It leads you step by step. Wearing a best clothes doesn't make you the best. Doesn't make you the best, Eating the best food doesn't make you the best. So probably I say they're saying, the very teaching that you are engaging is called Dzogchen, Mahmud, whatever it calls, big name. That's not enough. The person needs to be Dzogchen too. But just teaching is Dzogchen doesn't. You can study Dzogchen. That doesn't make you Dzogchen practitioner. In order to become Dzogchen practitioner, you have to understand what Dzogchen means. You have to understand. So see, like practicing Tantra doesn't make you Tantra practitioner, but you have to understand. It's kind of complicated. You have to understand. Okay, so lamrim is the best. Best. There's very little things could go wrong, but you can do it well. The lamrim, So that's what I mean. At least start the path, or at least start the journey to liberations. What that means, lamrim, review meditation, analytical meditation, concentration meditation. You can all do that in lamrim. So then, when you look at the very end of the foundation of all the good quality composed by Lama Tsongkhapa, state very clearly, Tumo Lamja Nedo Chubanas. When there's enough knowledge about the common path, refers to small scope, middle scope, great scope, then as I mentioned, I kind of summarize that. Small scope, what is that all about? Or small scope, middle scope, is all about helping yourself, providing yourself liberation. That's what it's all about. Small scope, middle scope, is all about helping yourself. Therefore, last couple of days I've been thinking, practice is nothing more than helping yourself. It's no different, that's it. Don't think of, oh, this is a practice, maybe like something separate that you do, and like cheer up yourself, then you do something else. No, this is not different. This is the same thing. Same thing. Practicing Lamrim is like helping yourself. It's no different. It's like, what are you doing? Helping myself. Helping my, that's it. Spiritual practice is no different than helping yourself. Small scope, middle scope, what is that all about? If you can sum up, it's about how to help yourself. Then, great scope, helping others. Helping others. Helping others doesn't become, but this small scope, middle scope is all part of the enlightenment. It's not separate. It's all the part of enlightenment. It's like boiling water, grabbing the tea bag, touching the butter, touching the salt. This is all part of the delicious butter tea. It's all part of the process of making delicious butter. It's not separate. It's all part of that. You know? That when you practice Lamrim, you should not think, oh, it is all part of the enlightenment. It's not separate. So then great scope, then helping others. So that's why when you look at the very end of the foundation of the good qualities, Samula, you have that in English, foundation of the good qualities? The last word, or Chukila, you remember? Or maybe Samula, if you remember.
In all my lives, never separated from the perfect guru. Is that the one?
It was about like when you become the proper vessel for the common path, something like that. These are the Lama Tsongkhapa word. It's not my word. This is a Lama Tsongkhapa word, something to remember.
You mean the final stanza? Lives never separated from perfect gurus? No?
Talk about the right before the talking about two CD.
Two attainments?
Yeah, two attainments to the right before that.
For that, having become a pure vessel by path. Please.
So please read slowly so that everybody will hear. These are the Lama Tsongkhapa words. 600, almost 65 years ago, Tibetan master Lama Tsongkhapa said that. So,
Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter.
General path refers to small scope, middle scope. Okay, in the Lamrim context, small scope, middle scope.
Please bless me to.
What is in there? What is in the small scope, middle scope? Of course, then death, impermanent, karma, all of that is there. All of that is there. Isn't it? That's called general path or common path, same thing. No?
Please bless me to enter the holy gateway of the fortunate ones, the supreme Vajra vehicle.
Oh, so that refers to Tantrayana, Tantra practice. They refer to Tantra practice. Who said that? Lama Tsongkhapa, not Gishgele. Gishgele just repeat here. Lama Tsongkhapa said that. For whom? To all of us. To all of us. Lama Tsongkhapa said that. Isn't it?
At that time, the basis of accomplishing the two attainments is keeping pure vows and samaya. As I have become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and pleasures like my life.
So tumo lamjane do chobana teba kunji chojo doji kesa chevi jungo do kesa chevi jungo kesa the fortunate one as the interest of the fortunate one.
Oh.
The Holy Gateway?
Yeah, Holy Gateway, kesa the Holy Gate, that's like the fortunate is called like, yeah, when you start the journey for liberation or enlightenment, you can call yourself fortunate. So that's why I'm telling you, you feel fortunate. Then Buddha and Bodhisattva will call you fortunate one. You feel fortunate, you are fortunate one, because journey is already started. Fortunate. So then so when they give initiation at certain point, they ask, oh, fortune kesan chilanga, puchu chilanga. So sometimes they call you child what you want, what you seek, or maybe sometimes called fortunate one, what you seek. Then you see, your answer will be great bliss. That you answer. The Lama, Vajra Master asks, what you seek? Fortunate one, sometimes, oh my child, what you seek? Sometimes called fortunate one, then you respond, Devachimbalavas, Devachimbalavas. So then last Sunday, somebody asked, illusory body, these are complicated subject. Illusory body, rainbow body, same thing. Illusory body, rainbow body, same thing, different names, same thing. So need to understand when you will achieve that, what kind of practice you go through. Is it possible? It is very possible for you. It's not impossible. It's very possible for you. But you have to understand the process. And without having any idea about Lamrim, then learning that will not lead anywhere. Why the Lama Tsongkhapa said it very clearly. I'm just repeating here, trying to be helpful, repeating here to you, to me, make sure that we prepare ourselves. We prepare ourselves. We prepare ourselves. So, and we do prepare. So when you're about to hike, so you go to REI, then you buy new boot, hiking boot, and what do you call it before you use? So brake, how is it brake or brake? What do you call?
You break them in?
Yeah, break them in. Oh, so that's preparation. That when you actually hike, you feel more comfortable. Oh, same thing. Same thing, the study. You have to study first Lamrim, have some ideas, then study Tantra. So then you are well prepared, well prepared. Is it possible? Illusory body possible? Yes, it's very possible. It's not possible now. When? Never. It is very possible. But need to as the even in the Tantra teaching, it says like even having a good knowledge about death dissolution process. Death dissolution process. 4 elements dissolve. Even just having good intellectual understanding, that's really something quite amazing. That practice is done in Hatha Yoga Tantra in generating stage. There's accomplished stage and generating stage. In generating stage, you do this death dissolution meditations. As you learn, there's like 25 gross constituents dissolve with the 4 elements, internal sign, external sign, you need to become familiar. So when people die, that actually happens. Death happens for everybody. But you, way before your death, you are trying to practice that, that you will experience that. So then while you're practicing that, then instead of experiencing death, then you the clear light time of death, that actually is actual death. But while you're practicing when you're alive, it's not death, that's called clear light. Similar, it's not actually happening, but it's happening, you make it happen through meditations. So then from there, so then there's many stages like that you follow, like then eventually illusory body will take place. Illusory body will happen in certain stages. When you come out of the clear light of death, there's pardo. And here, there's not pardo, it's not called pardo, it's called illusory body. You come out of that clear light, that illusory body. Internal, external, what is the cause? No cause. All this happen because there's chakras. 3 main channels run through center of the body. There's not two heart, 6 of them, navel 2, tip of chakra, there's 2. So then practitioners, they're trying to send the energy through the channel, energy of the channels. When all the energy that dissolve, first energy dissolve will not happen. First, we need to push the energy into the channel, push. Then you become good and good. Then it first just need to push, then remain, then dissolve. So that's how the knots untie, chakra opens, drops come down. That's where the great bliss, when Lama asks, fortunate one, oh my child, what do you seek? You say, I seek great bliss. Oh, so that's the time. Then you experience great bliss. So that very great bliss that you to experience the shunyata. That is called clear light. That one is called clear light. It's not like light comes from somewhere outside. So the great bliss, this corresponds with the emptiness, that's called clear light. That is the direct cause for illusory body. Subtle, that's called subtle consciousness, and the subtle the energy is the subtle energy is the direct cause for illusory body. So that's how the illusory body produced. So then, not at the beginning, first send energy and it will remain, because when you focus, wherever your mind put on, there's energy, because energy and the mind, these are, you cannot separate, they go all together. That's how, if you ask how that somebody can push the energy inside the channel, wherever your mind puts, there's energy. Wherever mind goes, there's energy. You put that energy, you put mind on the book, energy is on the book, so then you push that down, then it will remain, it will dissolve. So then, first crown chakra opens up, throat. Then the first lower chakra, because they are relatively easy to open because there are only 2 knots. So heart channel, the 6 of them, harder to open. How I can tell whether the energy went in or not? When breath from 2 nostrils become equal, completely equal, not just one to one, equal sign, external sign, energy did went to the center channel inside. You did manage to push the energy into the center channel. Now this breath from 2 external, 2 nostrils is equal. So there's the external sign. So then, then how I can tell the energies remain in the channels? Breath completely cease. Breath completely cease. No more breath. Cease. So that's the indication that energy now is remaining inside the central channels. Now, how I can tell the energy dissolve into my central channel? Even the breath cease, your tummy still moves. There's movement in the tummy. Now there's no movement. Breath completely cease, no movement. That's indicating that now energy dissolve into the central channel. That's how you can tell. So then central channel, there's like two drops, one from mother side called white bodhicitta, red bodhicitta. And that this between there, that is the subtlest consciousness. Life begin there, life will end there. Life begin from there, life will end there. So between that, there's a subtle consciousness. If you manage to, because if the energy will dissolve there, exactly same things happen at the time of death. All the dissolutions, same thing happen. Oh, so then all the chakras open, white drop can be drawn down all the way to the tip of the chakra, then draw up all the way to the head chakra. Oh, then you experience great bliss. So then you're trying to, that very bliss, trying to correspond to the shunyata. That's called unification of voidness and great bliss. That's exactly what it is. So now that one is clear light. So then produce Vajradhara state. See, that's how the illusory body produce. First need to learn slowly. So last Sunday, so somebody asked this very important question, but you need to prepare first. What Lama Tsongkhapa said in the foundation of good qualities. Need to understand renunciation, bodhicitta, wisdom, real and emptiness. So then from there, otherwise, Om Sambhajita Sadhana, Sambhajita Ham, all become empty. Nothing. Yeah, then everything will become empty because there's nothing. So this is really profound word, very significant word, that you must experience something, then nothing. So then with that understanding, so then not just generating one deity, according to Gya Samaja Tantra, there's 32 of them. Then you are rising like all of them with the environment together. So I'm not sure why I went that far today. So I'm not sure. So then when the drops move from current chakra to here, breathe, that bliss increase, move down from throat chakra to heart chakra, increase, tremendous increase. Then throat chakra to navel to sixth race chakra. So then up, bringing up, then that bliss like tremendous increase, not just that bliss, no, it's not just bliss, it's like the bliss that corresponding with shunyata. So then there will be probably no pardo, there will be no pardo. Instead of pardo, there will be dharma kaya, no pardo. Is that possible for you? Yes, 100% possible for you. Now need to learn how to do, step by step. If Gishikila can learn, you can learn. That's not different. Probably you are much more smarter than me. You can learn, definitely learn. Yeah, so probably you read and write way before than I did, because like it took me a long time. In my home, there are not many people read and write. Probably you are much more smarter than me. If I can learn, you can learn. Need some effort, need dedications, need to see the benefit first. That generate interest. Then you put effort. Then need to produce some result. First need to see the benefit. Oh, all these things possible for me, I must learn. These are all amazing things that my body is equipped with that. I don't need to look for a drop, it's all there. I don't need to look for channel. It's already there. I don't look for the chakra. It's already here. This channel, chakra, the energy, it's all here in this body. It's all here. It's not like you have to go to look for somewhere to buy or no. It's all here. It's all here. That's why in the highest yoga tantra, there's a generating stage and complete stage. Why it's called complete? Because the base is already here. What is the base? Energy, wind, chakra. These are the base. That's why it's called complete stage, because the base is already built. It's already here. It's not like you have to imagine. The generating stage, of course, you're imagining, you become Tara, you're imagining. Complete stage actually is happening. It's not just imagine, it's happening. It's not like just you have to make it. You have to, in complete stage, you don't have to make. It's already here. Channel is here, chakra is here, drop is here, energy is here. It's already here. You don't make. In the generating stage, you're trying to produce something. You're trying to imagining something. So that's called complete stage. Why is called complete stage? Complete stage, because the base is already accomplished. So this is all possible. So at least to learn, that's amazing. This body can do all of that. That's quite amazing that you need to learn. Then on the other hand, the future Buddha may not talk about Tantra. If that's true, so then at least here, having a good knowledge about that resolution process is equivalent of completing generating stage. That much benefit. Having a clear understanding of unification, of voidness, and great bliss is like the equivalent of completing generating stage. Wow, that's amazing. That means I could learn how one can obtain lucid body. I can learn step by step. If I need to read 100 more times, I will read 100 more times, make sure that I understand exactly Lama Tsongkhapa explained. You can do it every day. Couldn't require dedication. As I said, first need to see the benefit. So that generate interest. Then maybe you put some effort. Then you put effort that with excitement, with full of excitement. So maybe I could put into practice in this life, maybe, So, and see, or maybe I can use that experience, maybe time of death, actually that happens. Maybe there's another chance I could grab, if not in this life, while I was alive. Like that, so then you get kind of excited to read, and you are kind of determined to learn and say, if it requires me to read 4, 5, 7 times, I will read, because this is important, because my body is equipped with that to do this practice. You get excited, Oh, so there's a, I'm not sure how far why I went that far down. So here, back to the members. So we are, karmically connected here to the Kadamba Center. So many good people, because of due to their dedication, their kindness, So the center exists. Through the center, that number of people are getting benefit. So when our members go through difficulties, and we sympathize with them, and with the best thing, as I said, we can do is say prayer. Next 49 days, think about them. So then whatever way we can be there for them, this difficult time. So then we must do with full of joy. So and I do my part here at home. So then you do the same thing for all the members. Okay. So then please, Royden, so help your daughter to understand, so to the karmic point of view. So I very much hope that you look at this situation from the broader picture. Don't look at would have, should have, could have, would have, should have, like that. That is like this thing doesn't exist when it's come down to karma, would have, should have, could have, like we just have tendency to do. So it's not, so look at the situation from the broader picture point of view. So then do the things that will help. The focus should be more on that. But sadness is a part of life. So nobody. So like. So then when you look at the 8 complications of the human life, it clearly means you're losing loved one, close one. It's there. It's there. It's there. Whether you're a child, or your parents, your sibling. Yeah. When my mom is dying right in front of me, there's very little thing I can do. So like, yeah, I wish I could save her, but there's so much you can do. You are sitting, it's not like you are sitting right there. What you do, then there's no like would have, should have, could have, like doesn't help. It's the person is dying. So that's the best thing that you can do. You just like comfort that person and say the prayer. That's all you can do. Because you're right there. You say, oh, if I could be there, would it be, then it would be different. No, I've been in that situation. She's right next to me, That's really, you can just look, there's nothing you can really do. Say a prayer. Yeah, do you wish to save? Yeah, of course, 100%. Without second a doubt, I want to save, but there's a positive thought, but reality at some point. So it's hard. It's hard. So I don't. Yeah. So and thank you very much, all of you. Saying prayers. So for and as I request every Sunday I request you to do say the prayer for all living beings all the Sunday. Okay. So thank you so much, and all the people from the center and participating, reciting prayer for Oyen. So I very much appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So, and we are, community related, karmically related. So it's very good. So the Sandy, what time is now? I couldn't see the watch here.
It's 11:45.
Oh, sorry. Now time is way over. So today, this is quite important. So sorry. Last 2 Sunday not being aware. Today because of the complications. When time to live. So usually I'm pretty good at stopping right on time. So, okay, thank you. So Lamula will say some prayer, and all of you have a wonderful day. Let's see you next time.
May all beings everywhere, by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, Until then, may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now the long life prayers, first for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Then the one for third J Cancer, Rinpoche, just in Losandal. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age. The one with great patience received the name Avatare. The one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. The one for Lamso Rinpoche, you who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Then 7 Tara mantras for Geshe-la and Geshe Sangpo's long healthy lives. Om Tare Tu Re So.
Om Tare Tu Re So.
Om Tare
Om Tare Tu
Re So. Om Tare Tu Re So. Om Tare Tu Re So. Om Tare Tu Re So. Om Tare Tu Re So.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much. See you next Sunday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank
Thank you, Geshe-la.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
God,
Geshe-la.
community.
Thank you.